Elijah. Record. It's recording now. Okay. Let me go back. If I can get there. And we'll do it again. Okay. All right. The problem was that I have to know as part of the assignment that you know how to print the comment. That's the whole, or note, that's the whole point of it. Okay. So you go into the file itself. This is the data file. You add, can you see this in Excel?
Yeah.
Add the note, right click, new note. Okay. Now, if you saved it now, it would come up with the note showing, but when I check in print preview, it's not going to be there showing because you did not save it showing. Can you see the print preview screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you have to go down to page setup. You have to go to the sheet tab and you have to do this, which I'm sure you already did. But if you saved it before doing this, it's not going to open up like this. So the thing is, you have to save it. I'm sorry, add the note, go into page setup and let it show in for printing and then save it. Okay. So if I go here, where are we? Now I want to go to, oh, here's Blackboard. No, it's not. Hold on. That's what I want. Okay. If you go into your assignment in Blackboard, and can you see Blackboard now? And you open up the directions, okay? Any changes that I made in red font. Not, these aren't really important. The important one is right here when you go to save it, okay? You resave the worksheet and send it to me in Blackboard without the note showing. Then you're going to show the note. Then you're going to go to the print preview page setup, set it up so that it displays, then save it. This direction right here was the one I forgot to put in. And that's for the steps and the skills. Okay, here it is again. So if you didn't save it that way, then go back and just display it in print preview and then resave this one here, health insurance premium note. Okay, any questions? We get this? Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right, let me close this, this, and this. Okay, go back here. All right. Oh, this is very annoying. Okay. Okay, new share. Here we go. So that takes care of the change in Unit C. I'm going to very quickly go over the cumulative review today. People, you're still not getting this down. Some of you, okay? Let me show you. And I know you can't see this yet. Okay. When the directions say, can you see Excel here?
Yeah.
When the directions say print without grid lines, so this is definitely has to be in landscape. Let's just say the directions say print with grid lines. Let me change that, okay? So I go to page setup and I go to sheet tab and I print grid lines. So here we are, okay? Let's say the directive says no grid lines. Some of you, maybe it's me, but I think that when the directive says no grid lines, you think that you have to stop viewing them like that. That is not the case. This view tab grid lines has nothing to do with how it's being printed. Nothing. okay? All this has to do with is seeing the individual cells on the screen. So when I open up, if the directive says print without grid lines, and I open up your problem and it doesn't have grid lines showing, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, they don't know how to do this to print without grid lines. Again, this has nothing to do with how it's going to be printed. That you go into page setup. If it says to print without grid lines, you're good right here. Even though you're printing without grid lines, you're still seeing them, viewing them on the screen. One has nothing to do with the other. Okay? You get that? If you don't understand it, ask me now, please. Okay. Okay. File name icon. Some of you are still not using that. Why? It's easier, okay? All right. So I go into print preview, header, footer, custom header. Hello, a regular header means name, file name, regular header. This would be unit C. And then steps or whatever. Okay, again, some of you are still not using this. I'm deducting for that. You have to use it. Now, for the formatting, most of you got this. You select, and this is the format icon. And then you do whatever you need to do. Okay, whatever the directions tell you. I want to pick something that's a little weird so you'll see it. Okay, and 14 point, bold and italic, and there we go. All right, so that's the format one. Any questions with that? Please use that. Okay, all right, let's go back here. This is unbelievable. Okay, all right, fun and games. If you finished unit C for some odd reason, fun and games, you could work on it this class. You could do all the way up to 57, I believe, which is the start of charts, okay? I will not accept it afternoon on May 2nd. I won't, because the point of doing it is for me to get it back to you so that you can learn from your mistakes. And if I get it any later, I'm not gonna have time to do that, okay? If you don't finish the whole thing, which you should, but if you don't, then just submit what you have and you'll get partial credit. Remember, you can get up to 10 points added on your Excel test. That's a big deal, okay? All right, this, just to reiterate, I think you know this, this was in your directions, okay? So for the remainder of the class, you will work on C, and after today's class, we actually only have 4 classes left, believe it or not. And we will be starting charts on Thursday. That's my favorite unit. I like charts. And we will be meeting in Blackboard on Thursday. Okay? Do I have any questions? Again, I'm going to stop recording now because I did reiterate that.